Hello, how are you? My name's Anna. Welcome back to my channel. I have my little lucky charm here today. This is JoJo, and we're gonna go over problem 10. Goodbye. Um, problem 10 in the LeetCode problem set. This solution is in Python, just so you guys are aware. And I didn't do as great with this one. I actually got it wrong the first submission that I did this. And then I got it right, but I didn't really do that well. So I will show you that before we jump into it, so your expectations aren't super high. I got over 60% with memory, but I was still under the 50% that I usually am aiming for. I'm aiming for that for runtime. So we have my solution here, and this is the question. So number 10 is regular expression matching. So given an input string S and pattern P, implement regular expression matching with support for period and star or asterisk, whatever your preference is. Period matches any single character, star matches 0 or more of the preceding element. The matching should never cover the entire input string. Or should cover the entire input string, not partial. Maybe that's why I got it wrong the first time. I wasn't reading it right. Anyway, here are the examples, and then down here are the constraints. So let's go ahead and dive into my solution here. This area was the predefined area when you are the default page load. So I could explain that if you guys want me to explain those in my videos. I absolutely can, but without much further ado, let's jump into what I did for this. So I did a DP table, and this was it being initialized here. So the dimension I have for this is the length of P plus 1 and then also the length of S plus 1. These were for the row. This one was for the rows, and this one was for the columns. So basically, each cell in the table represents whether it's a substring of S, so up to the current row, or a substring of P, which is up to the current column, and all the cells are initially set to false. So we use in the top left corner of this cell, this defines that the DP table is set to true, indicating that there's an empty string that matches an empty pattern. So we then go into this for j in range loop, which basically just iterates over this one right here, iterates over the columns of the DP table starting from index 2, as you can see here, so that if the current character in the pattern, or P, is asterisk, it means that the preceding character can be matched 0 times. Therefore, the current cell's value is then based on the value of the 2 cells that are left. So we are going to get into this 2-nested loop duo here. It basically... Okay, so these 2 nested loops iterate over the rows and columns of that DP table, excluding the first row and the first column. I think that makes sense. So for each cell I and j, there are several conditions checked to determine if the current substring of S and P match. So those conditions would be if the characters at positions in S and P are the same, or the characters in P is a period, then the cell's value is set based on sorry, one of my friends is calling me. What was I saying? So if we have S and P and they're the same character, and P is a period, then the cell's value is based on that diagonal cell value. So then if we have P as an asterisk, there's 2 possibilities that we consider, and those are here. So if the preceding characters in P are ignored, so they're matched 0 times, the current cell's value is then set based on the 2 columns on the left. And if the preceding character in P matches the current character in S or it's a period, then the cell above has a value and the current cell's value is said to be true. But if none of these conditions are like hold or they're valid, then it is set to false. So then we return this last DP table, which holds the answer to whether or not the entire S string matches the entire pattern P. So that method just returns the value of the cell, indicating whether or not the match was successful. So I hope I made sense there. Also, I just realized my camera is down here today and not up here, so I'm looking at the wrong spot. Hi guys, how's it feel to be down there? Anyway, so you saw my submission. I'm going to be reworking this one later on down the road. I'm also going to be starting to go through some of these problems on this problem list with Rust. I did the first 2 in Rust. And I really like it as a language, and I think it's a really good challenge for me to revisit some of this logic in a different language. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will leave the GitHub repo with all of my solutions down in the video description below. You guys are more than welcome to fork and clone. Make it better, make it worse, have some fun, learn something, try something new. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day.